and welcome to today's vlog. So another day, another adventure. Today is our second day of school this year with virtual learning, and it's going, I think, about the same as yesterday. So, you know, we're figuring out the systems, and Isabella has a very regimented schedule. Like, they have certain classes at certain times. And so, like, she seems to just be, you know, learning through that. They've had some hiccups with like Teams and had to go over to Zoom, but overall they're kind of sorting it out this week is what I would expect. Natalie, she had to switch teachers because she was in the wrong track, and I guess the first teacher she was with didn't teach on Mondays, and the second teacher she's with, which we know because we've had before, one of her days that she doesn't teach is Tuesdays, so Natalie actually hasn't had really any classes yet. So by 8:45 this morning, she'd gotten all her work done and was like, I'm done. And I'm like, okay. So, because we still have work to do. So I was able to get a couple hours of work, but I told her we'd take a break this afternoon. I don't have to work that many hours today. So I told her we would take a break this afternoon, and we got to go run to Target and pick up some stuff. So I'll take you along for that. But it's going to be very interesting if this is the way it ends up being. I'm just kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt in the beginning because they've got to get in their routines and all that. But as of yet, we have one kid that has a very regimented, like, all day long schedule, and their teaching team for the older kids. So, you know, they're alternating teaching all day long, and she has live classes. Whereas the other one hasn't had a live class yet. So it's like very different from one grade to the next. So then Natalie's like sitting there watching Pokemon, but Isabella can't because she's got school to do. And so, you know, it's all sorting out, but hopefully Natalie, you know, that she's in the right track and all that, hopefully we'll get her into a routine, because so far it's been her catching up on Descendants Pokemon. But anyhow, we're rolling with it. That's what we're trying to do. But I wanted in today's vlog to take you upstairs and kind of show you the setup that we made up there for kind of a tween hangout. We are eventually planning on getting a TV for up there once they kind of get settled in the routines. I don't want them, like, you know, well, right now they're watching TV because it's like their lunch break time, but we're gonna do that later. But mainly working on schoolwork in their rooms, so that means that, like, this could be like their hangout space for like times when, you know, they don't have schoolwork and that sort of thing. So I'll take you upstairs. And Penguin now has, even though I just pulled the gate back over the stairs, Penguin now has access to come upstairs sometimes. So we put a dog bed up here for him too, so he's enjoying that. So they kind of have some of their signs and artwork still up from some of the things that they're playing around here. But this has worked out pretty well as a playroom space. So what we did was, so you can see that it's kind of almost divided into two areas. So on this side, this is where I put like the little August calendar and that sort of thing. There are toy areas and their dollhouse and everything's over here. There's a dress up stage. They've got a table here in the middle that they can use for like games, and they're running their Birchwood Museum business off of that right now too. But then over here we tried to create like a little hangout space. So we're gonna put a TV over here on this cabinet, which actually we used as a TV cabinet before in the playroom. So it's actually already got all of their DVDs and all of that in there and some of the old stuff. And that TV broke right before we moved to this house, so we never just dealt with getting another one. But now that they have this hangout space, it's probably appropriate again for them to have a TV in this area. So they have these beanbag chairs, and I got these at Walmart. So they are indoor-outdoor beanbag chairs, and I got them on the online. It's the Better Homes and Gardens brand. And I got the indoor-outdoor ones because I thought that they would be more durable. This is like their Aqua Bead Center where they're displaying all their Aqua Bead creations. And then over here, this is part of their museum too. So we just leave all that. But anyhow, so I also got this thing from Better Homes and Gardens too. And it's just a big cube, but I like these cubes because they're really deep. So if you look here, there's like multiple rows of books. So there's a lot of storage on there. And we've just organized it into different sections. So down there, there's encyclopedias and more learning materials. There's American Girl books right here. Just some different type of reference and nonfiction materials. Lots of Magic Tree House books because the kids like those. Keeper of the Lost Cities series. Isabella's been into reading those. So we moved those in here because she's got a bookshelf in her room. But it's pretty full, so, but the nice thing is that if you had a big series like this with lots of books, it goes back pretty far. So that's one of the reasons I wanted this particular one, is because I wanted the depth and just kind of keep things organized. And then there's 3 areas right here where I just kind of have some fun decorative items. They've got their microscope, their Perplexus, and then also their planetarium projector, with just some little decor items up on the top, some pictures of them and things like that. So I think that this will be kind of a cool hangout space. They can hang out here and watch TV. They can hang out here and read. Natalie's already used it for that. They come up here and read. So these chairs are super comfy, and hopefully because they're indoor outdoor, they'll be easy to clean. They don't really bring food up here, but I was just hoping that maybe that would make them a little bit more durable. And then eventually, once we get settled into a school routine and we don't have to worry about them just coming up here and chilling watching TV, we'll get another little TV for here where they can play their movies or watch Netflix or whatever. And then the extra dog bed got brought up here, so Penguin can chill up here too. And then I moved the keyboard. This is just like a extra closet area, but we move that, or we leave the door open for like ventilation and stuff. But we moved the keyboard up here so they could play it as well. So this is kind of more like a hangout space. We actually ended up deciding to not move the desk around, and we just left all the desks the same. So like she's got her desk in her room, Natalie's got her desk in her room, so that way if they're working they can be in their rooms. And this will just be like kind of a play area and like hangout area, so that way if one person's done and the other person's not, someone can still use this room and not disrupt the other person. Although granted, Isabella's working right there, so we do tell Natalie to kind of hang out downstairs whenever her sister's working. But anyhow, we're working out our new systems, but this is the little hangout area that we created over here, and eventually the plan is long term to paint this more of like a blue color. I found like a really pretty kind of sky blue color. This opens out onto our second deck upstairs, so it usually has really pretty, you know, blue sky views. As you guys can kind of see, you can see our little hills that we call mountains here, but our little hills in the distance wrap around. But with those kind of blue skies in the distance, I thought it would be nice to kind of brighten up the room. This was like a kind of pool room before when we bought the house, so we thought to kind of not make it quite as mature, I guess, and also to kind of brighten up the room, like a really pretty blue color would be nice. So we'll see, it's on the list of things to do. I'll get lunch here shortly. I've got to get a little bit more work done, and then Natalie and I are gonna go to Target this afternoon just to kind of pick up some things that are on our list and to also get her out of the house and give her something to do. So I'll take you along for that later as well. Right now when they all have breaks, they're all hanging out in here having a snack and chilling out. So for lunch, I'm gonna do an avocado with some of these mozzarella pearls with some pesto in it, so I'll show you that. The kids have been liking, and I'm also probably gonna do a small Greek salad as well too. So I've got my olives set out for that. And the kids have been liking a number of things. We've still been eating a ton of soup, but I also picked up this week as kind of like a grab and go, like little like cheese plate type of thing. They've got some apple slices right now, and I've got some pieces of salami there, some cheese slices. We've got a number of cheese things. So I need to get to Costco to pick up what I call our Costco cheese. Natalie likes the Merlot cheese. She's my very picky palate. She likes Merlot cheese from Costco, so I need to get some more of that. But we've done a couple of these like meat and cheese with fruit trays for lunch, and it seems to work out pretty well. So I'm just gonna mix this all together in my bowl. I just put a little bit of garlic in there because I like the garlic. There are some tomatoes. There is some pesto. I have the Barilla pesto right now, but I have a couple different kinds of pesto that I like. You can use any pesto. Then you put it in there and mix it all together with some of these mozzarella pearls, and just take it out and put a good helping of those in. You can put some salt and pepper in to taste. You don't have to use garlic, but I like garlic, so that's why it's in there. Mix it all together, and then you have your avocado halves, and you kind of use these as like a little bowl and stick it down in the middle, and then you just drizzle over the top this balsamic vinaigrette, and you just kind of drizzle it, and it kind of brings the whole flavor together. It's really, really good. So this makes a great kind of appetizer or lunch item too. So this just has like a really good flavor as it is. If you like kind of, I love like Mediterranean and Italian flavors, so it's kind of got that feel to it. So you just kind of put it in there. But what really caps it off is the balsamic vinegar. That's really what makes makes it kind of all come together. So you can put as much or as little in those as you want. And then I like a pretty generous helping of that. Now I have like the actual very like liquid stuff, so I can dip in there. That was probably a little bit too much. Let's try to do a little bit less on this. I mean, I love it, but let's show you what it looks like when it's a little bit less. So you can, you know, so it's more of like a kind of drizzle. I mean, I like it looks better too, presentation wise. So that's what it's supposed to look like presentation wise. So anyhow, it's really good if you like those type of flavors. Don't try to do the vinegar one-handed. Then for my Greek salad, I just have some of these Kalamata olives, and I can just put those like in a Ziploc if I'm not going to use this whole thing. But these, I get the to-go packs because they last for a little bit longer, and it's kind of a individual portions type of thing. And then I just put some feta cheese on there. And then I have some Greek dressing that I use, and I'll grab some croutons out of the pantry as well. But I need to get some more. Apparently I'm almost out of it. I like this Ken's Steakhouse Greek dressing. And it's got a little bit of olives and feta cheese in there as well, but it's got a really good flavor. So I'll have like a little salad with this. Then I just usually cap it off with a couple of these peppers. These are the same peppers that I would use like in the Italian beef and stuff like that. And it makes a great little lunch item. I went out real quick and run to Target and get a couple things that we are about out of. But I'm going to take Natalie with me. She's my shopping buddy.
Yet again.
This is your evening outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Today, Natalie is featuring a tie-dye outfit with sequin cat ears.
I don't think you should say
A princess-inspired skirt with black leggings and black sandals.
And don't forget the end necklace you surprised
And the end necklace.
that mommy surprised me with. That's why it's super special. And then there's this tie-dye purse.
Yep. Super sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
And this mask station is still working out quite well. We ended up getting these disposable masks for when the kids are playing outside, and we just want them to throw them away afterwards, and they're working out quite well. We found these on Amazon, and they're really good kid size. So we've been liking these, and they do have a little metal thing in the top of them, so that way they can adjust them to their face. I actually really like the disposables as well. I just kind of feel like they're more comfortable, but we have all of these as our like backups, and they can be washed too. We are at Target somewhere over there. I don't know, we had to park really far out. But we're gonna run in and get our list, and it's pretty much just like householdy type of stuff that we have to get. Aluminum foil, Ziploc bags, baby wipes, Greek dressing. I need to look up pop sockets for my phone because the pop socket, I use these like crazy, and I caught the cover and it ripped off, and I was able to get it back on so I didn't lose it, but one of the tabs broke on it where they're like interchangeable. So it's probably going to fall off at some point, so I need to find another pop socket that will work, and we need some more cereal. So just some kinds of like odds and ends and different bits. We might try to see if they have any of their Halloween outfits in stock.
Hey, I decided I was going to go back to school.
Oh, we're looking for back to school. We're not going to skip ahead to Halloween.
Yeah.
We were on a Halloween kick a couple weeks ago, so we are going to
The only thing I'd probably be done by now is
put our mask on. Because we were wearing a mask anyways, but they are mandatory for our state right now. So. As a side note, because masks have been mandatory in first our city, and then they were mandatory in our county, and then they were mandatory in the whole state. So that's kind of like the order that it happened for us being mandated. And our numbers were kind of like going up whenever these were mandated, and that was the reason why they made that decision. And since they did that about 3 weeks ago, our numbers have actually steadily declined as far as new COVID cases. Now, deaths have gone up, but that's because that's a lagging indicator and they're from a month ago. But new cases have started declining, which is great because it went up and now it's starting to go back down again. So we are happy to wear a mask to hopefully help out for the greater good.
I'm too big. I can't even stand up in the car.
Your little cat ears are touching the roof. All right, let's get out and go shop. Okay, got everything that we needed. I'm gonna get it loaded up here. Everyone got a treat. Natalie got scrunchies. Got more cereal. She got some clothes. Got these for Dan and me. It's pretty hot. So they are just starting to get their Halloween stuff out. Just a little bit. When we went,
saw some cute Halloween shirts.
and when we went to the other Target, I feel like they had more Halloween clothes out than this one did. But she found some scrunchies that were Halloween that we hadn't seen before, so she got those.
There's a silver one, so it doesn't necessarily count.
Yes, you could wear that year round. And honestly, the like black and kind of goldish, you could wear that year round too. So anyhow,
This is orange.
well, yeah, so really they honestly kind of work for like all fall. It's not just Halloween, but they kind of work for all of fall. So it was a good find. But now it is 5 o'clock, so it's time to get home and make dinner, and I've got to go see what we're going to make for dinner tonight.
The end of the day is already stroke.
What's that?
The end of the day is already coming.
I know, the end of the day is already here. The days go quick. I mean, that's the one thing, is it does go quick. Trying to fit all this into one day.
That's why I say months go by in a jiffy, because days go by quicker than a quick attack.
Months go by in a jiffy.
And days go by quicker than a quick attack.
Days go by quicker than a quick attack.
And hours go come by faster than you can even keep track.
Sounds accurate,
I'm not
Natalie.
kidding, I'm not kidding.
We know, we know. So we'll do a quick Target haul here of the things we got. In addition to a couple cereals we already put away, those Special K cereals. We got the red berries and the fruit and yogurt, and then we also put away the White Claw already. And Natalie got her scrunchies already. But here's some other things that we got just to give you a quick Target haul. So she found this shirt that says my favorite subject is unicorns, and it's cute. It's got some little unicorn and gold accents, and then these pants that have the gold hearts. So she picked that out, and we got that. I needed to get a pop socket, so I ended up picking out this tie-dye one, and she helped me pick out that for my phone. And I also still keep baby wipes on. Then we also got a number of soups because we've been eating those for lunch a lot of the days. There's chicken and noodles. We ended up getting a ton of these Campbell's Princess soups because they actually had them in stock. They've been pretty hard to find, so we got a number of those, and then the regular home-style chicken noodle as well. I was looking for my Greek dressing. They were out of the cans that I usually have, and so I got this Kraft instead. I don't drink wine super often, but I've been wanting some red wine just with the change of seasons going on right now, and so I picked up some of this Dreaming Tree. I'm pretty sure that I've had this before, and I thought it was good, but that's the one thing that's really horrible about me with wine is I can never remember. I also got some cheese and garlic croutons. The kids needed some more body wash, so we picked up some of this stuff she wanted to try. They like these Nutella on the goes, so we picked up some of those for snacks. I got one of these tuna creations. I like this for lunch sometimes, and a lemon. I also picked up some thank you cards. This is for a work thing. Send thank you notes to people. Some real chicken Wankies for the dog. Some grapes. Aluminum foil and quart freezer size. I wanted a bigger box than this, but this was all that they had of these freezer bags. Some go-go squeezes and cheetah chops. So I'm going to put this stuff away and then also get dinner started here, but this is a quick Target haul for you guys. I also forgot that I got a couple of notebooks and some notebook labels and some erasers when we were at Target too. So anyhow, and apparently some stickers for the thank you cards. So that's the rest of the haul. But for dinner, we are going to make this garden vegetable pizza. Everyone really likes this one, so I'm going to pop this in the oven real quick because it is already 5:48. So this is done. I just got to call everyone inside in my oven, the bottom of it. It's not horrible, but I definitely need to clean the oven, I think sometime this week, because it's starting to have like residual stuff on the bottom that's just, you know, kind of burning off as you're making things. It does not smell the greatest. So I think that's going to go on the list of things to do at the end of the week. End of our evening, and we are going to be up and going for another day of school at home tomorrow. And we will bring you along for the ride, and I will hopefully at the end of the week be doing a little bit of cleaning, hopefully be working on my fall wreath because I want to start working on some wreaths for around the house. So I'll be filming all that and just kind of sharing as we go along. So good luck with your back to school time as well, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.